Hello and welcome back to my channel. So last night I did a post, and right before I set up to do my pick a card reading, I looked to see what I did a post about like what kind of pick a card reading that you guys would like to see, and the in-depth love one was first or at the top of the list, or that had the most votes at the last time I checked. So that's the one I'm going to do today. So we're going to do an in-depth love reading. So you could be in separation or you could be in a connection with this person. Take it as it resonates. I will be using a few oracle cards and the transparent tarot to kind of tell a story with that, and then we'll get tarot. So for pile number 1, we have this opal heart and oh my gosh, the O'Brien animal tarot. Don't quote me on that. For pile number 2, we have the Way of the Panda Tarot and this ruby fuchsite heart. The sun is blinding me. It's blinding me. For pile number 3, we have the Unfolding Path Tarot and this piece of Labradorite, which, you know, is a favorite. Anyway, if you need a minute to sit with the energy, please feel free to do so, or oh my gosh. If you need a minute to collect your thoughts, please press pause now. Hello, pile 1, and welcome to your reading. If you chose the O'Brien Animal Tarot, and of course this beautiful opal heart, this is going to be a reading all about what's going on in your love life currently. It's going to be an in-depth love reading. So let's just scoot some things around here. I want you to be able to see it. Hopefully you can see it there. I'm having problems speaking today, apparently. So before we get your oracle cards, we will give the cards a good shuffle. So we have the High Priestess appearing. So perhaps, perhaps something happening that you can't see, or perhaps something that's being hidden from you. You could be a High Priestess. You could intuitively know what's going on. Do you ever creep people out with that? I had a moment with my family once where I just called them on their BS, and I was like, here's what I think is going on. And they were so creeped out because I was right. They stopped talking to me. I'm hearing weird. Whatever I was hearing went away. Interesting. So the flies are still here. I did have to get rid of the plant. This is my other plant, my favorite plant. Well, one of them. Anyway, I had to get rid of the other one, so the other plant is joining us today. So before we get into your tarot, we have 10 of Wands in reverse. Ooh, interesting. We have 10 of Wands in reverse coming up on the bottom. Interesting. So perhaps the end of a hard time. If you hear a dog toy, I apologize. My kids are squeaking them. Yes, kids, not dogs. Interesting. This can represent in love. Well, first of all, it can talk about not sharing your burdens with your partner, so keeping your burdens to yourself. It can also talk about oh my gosh, why have I already forgotten what it said? It can also talk about, oh my gosh. I love when things just fall out of my head. Don't you? Yes, that's what I meant to say. Finding an emotional support from your partner. And we started out, when I picked up the deck, the very first card on the deck was actually the King of Cups. So to me, those tie in very nicely together, and that's why I wanted to check. We also have Temperance, so perhaps perhaps a burdened time coming to an end, things coming back into balance. We also have the Magician, so possibly something you've been manifesting here. So I got super distracted. You're gonna see that fly. There's that fly. I have this one fly that hangs around. I want to name him. What shall we name him? I'll think about that. I kind of want to name him Fred. Fred the fly, that sounds good. Anyway, I got distracted by the squeaking and I opened the door. I paused the video and I opened the door and I said, "Children, stop squeaking the dog toy." And they said, "It's the dog." So anyway, I apologize. My dogs are playing. So, like I said, it could be the time where someone's putting their burdens down and you're, you know, getting emotional support from each other. Now, I didn't mean to flash you oracles. These are transparent tarot. So for the energy check, or what we see happening in the current energy, we have, this is actually the Hierophant. This is the transparent tarot. So we have the Hierophant. So possibly, well, I don't really want to get into it yet. We also have, it's funny flipping over transparent cards. We have the Five of Cups. And we have the King of Wands. Okay, so already I'm feeling this energy of someone taking action towards you. I do see it as, with the Hierophant energy, I feel like it's probably a spiritual connection. This person could want a higher level of commitment with you, or you could be married to this person and perhaps there's some kind of sadness here. To me, it's very symbolic. We see this person sitting here almost trying to keep their love safe is what I'm seeing, because they have the Three of Cups here that are standing. They're all upright, and it's almost like they're protecting them with their energy. So I feel, for some of you, I feel like right now, you know, you could be, I'm also seeing the Temperance card. So you could be really focusing on yourself right now. I feel like this person could have hurt you in some way or made you sad in some way. And, you know, to me, it's very symbolic how there's this tree in between you. I've been thinking about the tree trunk and how it holds so much water, and it reminds me of healing that's happening that you can't actually see, growth that's happening that you can't actually see. I do believe there's been spiritual growth here. You could have been dealing with a Knight of Wands who was in and out, and perhaps now, you know, they're ready to commit to this. Perhaps you spent a lot of time in sadness. We do have fives here. Fives do represent change. So perhaps, you know, you pulling back your energy, pulled on this person's spiritual energy, whatever you want to call it, and caused them to awaken to this, to be pulled back towards you here. I'm also seeing that elevation from the Knight of Wands into the King of Wands, into someone who is ready to step up here. Like I said, the Ten of Wands does represent someone coming in or sharing emotions with another person. Anyway, before I started my personals this morning, very interesting because I'm always Googling numbers, and I was drawn to this book on my shelf that I've never really looked at, and my best friend got it for me more than a year ago, and I've never even opened it. Anyway, it's this book, the Angel Numbers book. And I thought, I'm going to take that out and like refer to it during readings, and then we can learn together, like I said. Okay, so I am called to this 5-5, and That equals 10. And this is what it says about 10. Clear thinking, cleanse your thoughts. Angels are asking you to declutter your mind of things that are not necessary for your forward movement. Thoughts and emotions need to be productive, or else they can be problematic. Reflect upon a repetitive thought pattern or emotion you've been having. Ask yourself if this thought or emotion is necessary, kind, and productive. And that's kind of what I see here. Spirit's telling you you need to cleanse your thoughts. Because the Five of Cups energy is an energy of sadness. It can also be an energy of wallowing. And I dislike that my book says it's like a pity party, because I happen to enjoy a good pity party every now and again. I think everybody's entitled to a little pity partying. I think we should all have one big pity party where we can just pity each other. Do you ever say a word so much it makes no sense anymore? Like pity, 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 pity. Now it just sounds strange. Anyway. And I wanted to read you 5. The only thing that stays the same is change. As the world around you shifts and moves, it's time to get flexible. Change is inevitable. And your peace comes not from the stability of things outside you, but also from that which is created from your foundation within. Your angels remind you to make inner peace a priority, so that when change comes, you know that you're tethered to something it cannot touch. Meditate today with a visualization of your inner peace, tying you firmly to the universe. Anyway, I just wanted to read those to you. I don't know why, it just came out of nowhere. Anyway. Oh my goodness, I have the giggles. It's because I'm with you. Oh, look, we have soulmates. I didn't even look at these cards. I mean, I saw the sun one. We have soulmates, another 5. So like I said, I feel like this person has changed. I feel like you are changing as well. There's a lot about growth here. And I do feel like I can feel these energies being drawn together, and this person wanting to come towards you here as the energy balances. And remember that advice that the 5 in that book was talking about it said a lot of stuff. Oh my goodness. I have to refer to it again because I don't want to contradict myself. Peace comes not from the stability of things outside of you, but also that which is created from your foundation within. So it is talking about inner peace. And when we talk about that pity party and that feeling of wallowing, Spirit's saying, you know, don't wallow in that energy. Make inner peace a priority for yourself, and you will grow and you will evolve. And I'm not saying you can just flick a switch and not be sad. That's not what I'm saying at all. But it does talk about, you know, meditating and trying to find that inner peace. And I do see spiritual wisdom as well with the Hierophant card. So really, you know, relying on your spiritual wisdom, on your intuition. Anyway, I don't know why I went down that rabbit hole. This is supposed to be about you and your person. Anyway, we have soulmates. Beautiful. So this is symbolizing this person is in your life for a reason. You do have a soul contract. Another 5. And we have the Sun. So we have some divine masculine energy here. Interesting. We do have a baby there. Perhaps there's a baby coming, or you want to have a baby with this person, or maybe you did have a baby with this person. Interesting. We also have this book that's still open. So like I said, I don't think this story is finished. I think there's growth here. We'll get into what's actually going on. So with the Hierophant energy, we do have Taurus energy. We have fire and water. So Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, and Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. I already shuffled these. So we're going to go past energy first. What is the past energy within this connection? Past energy. Hang on, that's too many, Spirit. That's like 20 cards. Hang on. How is that? So many. Ah! Okay, well that one wants to come out. I'm going to take another one though, because that was weird. Okay, we have two coming out. So we have the Four of Pentacles and the Moon. So I do feel in the recent past here, we do have this feeling of, well, first of all, the Moon, we have divine feminine energy. So we have the Moon and the Sun here. So I do feel like you and this person reflected off of each other, possible shadows, possible triggers. We do have the Four of Pentacles, which to me shows that neither one of you have been able to let go of this connection. You're still holding on to it. This can also be an energy I'm hearing for some of you that this person or you could have held things back, could have, you know, maybe the Moon can be an energy of going within and like withdrawing your energy, and especially with the Four of Pentacles, withdrawing their energy to do shadow work or to reflect. And so it's possible this person may have seemed, they could have been in and out of your life, or they could have been standoffish. And maybe that's where this Five of Cups energy comes from. Perhaps, you know, you got hurt in the process. For some of you, I do feel like there's been things that have been held back here. The Seven of Wands shows us that, you know, there was conflict here. There was defensiveness maybe. Perhaps your person was very defensive. We have a lot of cards coming out already. I'm a little worried about where they're going to go. On the bottom of the deck, we do have the Five of Swords. So that shows me that there was, things did need to change here. There was a level of self-sabotage. There was a level of things from the past, unhealed things affecting this connection and affecting the ability of growth. And that's why we see so much change here, because now I'm seeing another 5. So I did want to look up 555. Watch out, world. I have a book. A book about angel numbers. Major change. Yes. Change can be seen as a negative thing, but with the right mindset and the right alignment to your goals, it's actually your angel's way of readjusting your life to fit your desires. Life will look different when you get what you want. So major change is happening here, and that's what I was picking up on, that, you know, that there's spiritual growth happening here, perhaps that you can't see. And I do believe this person who could have been hot and cold with you in the past has had growth here, as well as I think you've had growth. Somebody could have blocked this connection. The Seven of Wands is quite a defensive, it's a defensive energy. So perhaps someone was coming from an unhealed place and was feeling very defensive and kind of sabotaged this connection. I'm also hearing that it's possible where this is a soul connection, that you guys, we had Temperance on the bottom in the beginning, and you know, that symbolizes that perhaps, you know, you guys had to separate in order for there to be spiritual growth, because with the Hierophant, that does resemble or symbolize a connection where you have a spiritual lesson to learn with that person. So perhaps, you know, somebody wasn't learning that. So there was a period where things just seemed really conflicting, and there were blockages and delays, I'm hearing. We're going to go current energy. What is the current energy in this connection? We have 2 cards coming out. So we have the Queen of Swords and the Ace of Swords. No, really? I can't make this up. We have Judgment. So there is some kind of judgment call being made right now. And what I'm seeing, I do see this as a connection where you guys shine light and shadow or light onto each other's shadows. So definitely mirroring. And what we see here, first of all, we have hope, hope, hummingbird, hope. We see the Queen of Swords and the Ace of Swords. So current energy, you know, that's what I was feeling, that perhaps you had to pull your energy back from this person, or perhaps a tower moment happened with this person and they were in that Knight of Wands energy and in and out, hot and cold. And, you know, perhaps you had to stand in your power with the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords is someone who stands in their power. They speak their authentic truth. It can be a cold energy. So perhaps, you know, you did withdraw and become more guarded with this person and colder with this person. And what we see here is we do see a breakthrough. So this is very beautiful energy. The swans, the swans. I thought about changing that swan out this morning and I didn't. The swan does represent, or it can represent, soul spark, soulmates, twin flames, divinity. Beautiful. So we do see some kind of breakthrough about this connection. And, you know, we have judgment. So this person is going through some kind of awakening right now, or this connection is going through some kind of awakening. A moment where perhaps there's a test coming. I'm not sure. We'll get into it. But with judgment, oh, look, there's like an offering happening here. Whoa, that fly is offering up. I kind of feel like I don't think they're offering another, can you guys see that? I don't think they're offering, it's almost like they're offering the former version of their self to the universe, or like releasing it. Very interesting energy here. So perhaps your person is currently having, with this Hierophant energy, they're probably going through a spiritual awakening. And perhaps, you know, perhaps your energy is being pulled by them right now. Oh my goodness, stop it. You stay. We have barking dogs because there's a lady walking by. How dare she? So yeah, and you know, this person could have made the wrong judgment call here in the past. They could have denied this connection and caused you to like withdraw here, Five of Cups energy. And perhaps ever since, they've been experiencing hardship in their life. We do have the Seven of Wands, the Four of Pentacles, the Moon. So part of me is wondering if they were receiving like karmic retribution in their life. So that Four of Pentacles, perhaps they were, you know, really struggling with finances. Perhaps Seven of Wands energy, they felt like they were defending themselves all the time, or they felt like they were constantly being attacked almost by the universe, like bad things kept happening. And that kind of stuff does happen. We have judgment here. Guys, I want to talk about something really quick. I saw a documentary that's coming out on Netflix about twin flames. And it's like, to me, it's not what the twin flame community needs right now, because it looks like it's about two people who started some kind of twin flame thing. I don't want to call it a cult, but that's all I know what to call it. And these are two people who are speaking out against it, and it's like exposing twin flames or something. And it makes, there's already a lot of crap on the internet about twin flames, and it just makes it gives us a bad name, you know? Anyway, so I'm a little nervous about it, and about how people are gonna, I just wanted to say that it's meant to instill fear into you. If you believe in twin flames, it's kind of meant to test your ego, I feel, because right away I know my ego was like, oh no. Anyway, I don't know why, I just wanted to randomly say that, but I did. Let's go near future. Near future energy. Oh my gosh. So what I'm feeling with the sun is that this person has been reflecting on how much joy you brought to their life. And that's probably why you're feeling the sadness, because look at that sun. Oh my gosh. Did you see that? As soon as I started talking about that sun card, the sun came up. That's magical. I control the weather. No, I'm just kidding. Wouldn't that be magical? But yeah, with the Sun card, I feel like you're also reflecting on, you know, the connection that you had with this person or have with this person and how close you felt and the pull you feel towards them. Like you're definitely drawn towards this person, and you could have even evolved throughout this connection. We do have, you know, the book here reminds me of, you know, working on yourself, doing shadow work. We have those paintbrushes, so perhaps they ignited a creative side of you. It's such a beautiful, positive energy here. So current energy or near future energy, we have the Magician. So there is something coming into manifestation here in the near future, whatever it is that you've been manifesting. Perhaps you've been manifesting communication. This does kind of remind me of the Ace of Swords there. It's interesting, we have these two snakes all entangled together around the wand and the sword. That's very interesting. It makes me think of someone who's in their head about reaching out. They're in their head about either facing a situation or they're in their head about taking action towards a situation. And there's a lot of, like, there's two snakes, there's two roses, there's two, like, there's a wand and a sword. It's very mirrory. And anyway, I do believe that this person in the near future takes action towards you. This is something that you've manifested happening. So perhaps you've manifested communication. We have the Hierophant again here. So we have double confirmation that this is a very important spiritual connection, that you guys have a spiritual lesson to learn together. This also is higher level of commitment. So I do believe this person is coming forward. Stop! What is going on? I do believe this person is coming forward with clarity and possibly a higher level of commitment. Look, just look at it. I love that Lovers card. Oh my gosh, I love it. And I'm telling you guys, my kids picked out a dog toy the other day. I did not tell them to pick it out. It was a seahorse, exactly those colors, pink and blue. Anyway, so we see here in the near future, I believe this manifesting into reality, this connection. Possibly there's a decision to be made here with the Lovers. Perhaps they propose. I'm just saying, we have the Hierophant and we have the Sun and the Soulmates card. Anyway, it's very beautiful energy. I'm going to leave the Hierophant on the bottom. Let's see how they are feeling about you. I just saw a card poking out. King of Swords, very interesting. So I feel like that was supposed to, oh, stop. We have counterparts, look. So this is very symbolic that this, oh my gosh, look at them. They're so cute. Oh my gosh, that is beautiful. And to me, this looks like someone, maybe I'm wrong, but I'm seeing you as someone who has blossomed and someone who has grown, and perhaps you're in your Empress energy, or this person, they're just drawn to you. They see, like, look at this growth here, and we had growth coming up here for you. And this person is sitting in clarity about this. Very interesting, because I was feeling someone wanting to bring you clarity here. And now we have this. This is also symbolic of counterparts. That's beautiful. A crow and a hummingbird. That's beautiful. I am going to take that card. Like I said, I was feeling someone coming in with clarity here. Almost like they were stuck in their head about whether or not to come forward, and they're trying to detangle that mess. Anyway, King of Swords, clarity. Beautiful. Now let's keep going. I just messed up the cards. Interesting. The King of Cups wanted to come out as well. All right. How do they feel about you, or what are their current thoughts and feelings about this connection? So yeah, they are in their ego right now. The devil shows us that this is interesting. They want to take a leap of faith here, but like I said, there's this feeling of ego. There's this feeling of them getting over some kind of ego before they take action. The devil can represent, you know, being attached to somebody else or being codependent on someone else. This could be that they could feel slightly obsessed with you. And again, I don't mean in a stalker way. I don't mean in a creepy way. I mean in that they can't let go of your energy. They can't forget about you. They think about you all the time. They could be having obsessive thoughts about you. Can we get another card for how they're feeling about this connection? Their current thoughts and feelings. Current thoughts and feelings, please, Spirit. We have the Four of Cups. So right away I'm seeing that they feel like they didn't appreciate what you were giving them. Like I said, I feel a lot of Knight of Wands energy, someone who I feel like you had this beautiful love to give and they took it for granted. The Four of Cups to me also represents someone who's perhaps protecting their own energy right now, or perhaps they're keeping in their true feelings here. We do have the Fool, so, you know, they see the potential of a new beginning here. They have a different perspective. I'm wondering if they're almost, for some of you, I'm wondering if this will come out of the blue, like maybe it's been a long time coming. Perhaps it's taken this person a long time to come forward, because that can sometimes represent that. But like I said, I feel like they have a new perspective here, one where they see that they took that energy that you were trying to give them for granted. Ugh, we're just going to make a whole pile, hey? A whole mess. All right, let's see your current thoughts and feelings about them. How are you feeling about them? I also want to say this King of Wands looks very sympathetic. Like he's got a very, I don't know if you can see that, but his eyebrow illustration makes him look like he's concerned about this person. Your current thoughts and feelings about this person. We have the Star. I'm just taking the Star. So we do have the Star showing us that this is Aquarius energy. So first of all, you could be hiding how you truly feel about this person. You could be denying it even to yourself with the Aquarius energy. I do think you feel there is still possibility here with the Three of Cups. If you guys could work together, that you could have this beautiful relationship, but perhaps in the past, you know, you never came together. Look at this. We have the Nine of Wands, the Nine of Cups. I was looking at the one on the bottom. This is wish fulfillment. So like this sun kind of illustrates, you feel drawn to this person, and I feel like, you know, your heart missed this person when you were in this energy. Maybe you still are in that energy. The Star is an energy of healing. So perhaps you're healing right now. This is also an energy of just feeling drawn to this person. Like no matter where you go, it's like they're your home, or you're always led back to them. Compasses could be relevant here for you. Lots of major arcana cards showing us that this is an important connection to both of you. Can we get one more for how you're feeling? We have the Queen of Wands and the Five of Pentacles. So this is showing, I think, what this is showing. This is showing us either, for some of you, I'm hearing, I believe that when you were either rejected from this person or you had to stand in your own power, this Five of Pentacles it's an energy of feeling left out in the cold. And I feel like you took that energy it's like a feeling of rejection. It's Taurus energy. And it's like you took that energy and put it onto yourself and worked on yourself. And I was seeing these paintbrushes here. So perhaps, you know, you tapped into your more creative side. You worked on your own self-love, your own, you know, this is a very confident energy. So I do feel like for some of you, you took this and turned it into power. Like you used this energy and turned it into power to elevate yourself and to change. And that's, you know, why this person is drawn back to your energy. For others of you, I'm hearing that it's possible this person had a third party with the Queen of Wands. I do feel like for some of you, a small amount, that there could have been a third party, and you would know about this if this is the case. You would already know about this. So if this doesn't sound like if you don't know of a third party, it's not about you. But for some of you, I feel like perhaps in the past, this person chose someone else over you, making you feel very sad, very left out in the cold. That's just for some of you. We're going to look at what's blocking this connection. I had to tell my kids to just quiet down a little bit. What is currently blocking this connection? Interesting. So we have, what's interesting is this card came out in the upright earlier, and we saw that your person was seeing it from a different perspective. The Hanged Man in reverse, it could be that perhaps you are not willing to see this person's side or to see it from their perspective, especially if they chose someone else over you. You could be resisting, you know, opening your heart to this person again. Let's have a look at this in reverse. Oh, that's very interesting. Yeah, that is what it is. It's about, oops, I bent the little card. I bent the little birdie. I feel bad for this bird because in reverse it doesn't look like it's living, but is this a canary? Anyway, this is about perspective. So I think in the past, perhaps your person was unwilling to see your perspective, or you were unwilling to see theirs. This can also be an energy of perhaps this person is reaching out to you with a new perspective, and perhaps, you know, you're not willing to see their perspective yet. Perhaps you're still working on your spiritual growth and aren't ready to forgive or move on. This is also an energy of, it's interesting because we're talking about what's blocking this. And usually when we ask what's blocking it, we take the shadow meaning of the card as a blockage. So we look at, you know, the reversal meaning. And when it comes out for a blockage in reverse, I'm called to explain the upright as well, which is saying for a blockage that this connection can't be rushed, that there needed to be healing, there needed to be growth here, there needed to be evolution. This also talks about making sacrifices for love. So I'm hearing for some of you, there could have been a sacrifice that needed to be made. Perhaps, you know, this person needed to sacrifice a job to be closer to you or something. And perhaps they chose the other thing. Perhaps they chose to move away or to take a job or to, you know, there's something about making sacrifices here. So perhaps you or this person were unwilling to make sacrifices for this connection to work. But it's really interesting because what we see coming is we do see, I have to go back. we see this manifesting back into reality. We do see this coming back around here. And remember, we saw that Lovers. So there, you know, this person is coming in with some kind of offer here. And perhaps, you know, your perspective, you know, perhaps you're not open to this person. Interesting. We have the King of Pentacles. So this to me is representing that this person needed to grow. Perhaps you needed to grow too. And the King of Pentacles is a very slow moving energy. So perhaps, you know, this person was taking a very long time to grow and work on their own stability to be enough to come forward here to make you an offer. This person could be younger than you and feel like they have to prove something to you is what I'm hearing. What advice do you have about this connection? What advice do you have moving forward with this connection for pile 1? What advice do you have for pile 1? We have multiple cards coming out again. Stop. This is your advice. So we have Strength and the World. So this is very symbolic of, you know, this being a connection that was meant to test your inner strength. This does say, you know, rely on your own inner strength right now, that this is coming back around, that this cycle is coming back around. I feel it's interesting because I was feeling the energy of a test, and I had no idea why I was feeling that energy with this. I just felt like you had a test coming. And to me, this symbolizes that you do have a test coming with this person. This cycle is going to play out again. You know, if you're not already in contact, this is saying, you know, perhaps the cycle will repeat again if you're already in contact. I mean, I don't even know what I just said. But this is about a test. This is about you being tested with this cycle, this pattern that you two keep repeating. And, you know, it's Spirit's way of testing. Are you guys ready to move forward? Is this ready to be illuminated with this sun energy? Has there been enough healing? Has there been perspective change? Has there been growth? Has this person released patterns? Have you released patterns? You know, have you done the work? Anyway, I'm just going on and on. So very interesting energy for advice. Very interesting. And with the Strength card, that is, you know, an energy to be confident in yourself as well. But also remember not to come from a place of ego. I feel a lot of ego in this reading, and I feel like you guys mirror each other. So perhaps sometimes your ego tells you things about this connection, and Spirit's saying, you know, don't be in that pride. Oh my gosh, we have the Ten of Pentacles. Oh my gosh, I am hearing stuff like this is Ten of Pentacles. Spirit's saying to have strength here, that, you know, this will be your Ten of Pentacles. I'm hearing dig deep, or like dive deep. Dig deep, dig deep. Because look, oh my gosh, that's amazing. I'm also feeling like you're almost there. If you've ever tried to swim to the bottom of a pool or the ocean without, you know, equipment, it can feel very scary, and like you might lose everything if you keep trying to grab that. But Spirit's saying here, you know, to stay strong. I do want to believe this person has elevated here. Let's go potential outcome. Potential outcome between the two of you. Potential outcome between the two of you. Oh, stop. Oh my gosh, I can't take it. Okay, so we do have the King of Pentacles coming out again. So this is a very stable energy. I do feel like you and this person have the ability to, or the connection, the potential to grow into something very solid and secure with a very strong foundation. I'm being called to this. I honestly thought this was the Strength card. I have no idea why, but it's the Hierophant. And I get why it's the Hierophant, but you know, when you look at that tree has grown for a very long time. So again, we see the potential outcome being very long term. We have these penguins, which emperor penguins only have one mate, only one person that they share their heart with. And it's a very strong connection. Anyway, we have the King of Pentacles, so this could have taken a long time to come into fruition, but this is such a stable energy. It's such a strong foundation. And like I said, I do believe this person has worked on themselves, just like you worked on yourself. Look, we have the Two of Cups for potential outcome. And we see mirroring, like look at that mirroring. So very symbolic of counterparts, especially if, you know, I know there's not penguin cards in the other two decks that I chose, tarot decks. So it's very magical that these cards came out in your reading, very symbolic to me. But this is a connection it's in your life for a reason. This is a soulmate. You have a soul connection with this person. And, you know, potential outcome is, if you're not already coming back together, is, you know, coming back together, coming face to face with each other again. This is very symbolic of union because we see the key and the lock. Very beautiful. Oh, the Two of Cups. So I will say that the sun does symbolize things that are about to come into abundance in your life or come into fruition. You're about to have clarity. And we did see that with the Magician in the near future, that things start to manifest into the reality. I want to read you the soulmate card. (41). Harmonious partnerships, love, friendship, companionship, a relationship fostering personal growth. Consider love in the deepest sense, love so powerful that you will never be the same, regardless of how long your relationship lasts. Consider friendships and romantic bonds so compelling that they overwhelm you with gratitude, or break you open so that you will finally claim who you were meant to be. Even a companion animal reminds you that it is you who is being rescued and healed. Pay attention, for you are in the presence of a soulmate, come to guide you home to the real you. All right, so what I wanted to do now was I wanted to get some of these. These are just, we'll see how they resonate. It's a new deck I got, and it's based on reading coffee grounds. So very interesting. I think I'm pretty sure somewhere along the way I had aunts that could do coffee. What's it called? I can't remember what it's called. Coffee grind. Yeah, anyway. Turkish coffee grounds. Reading a cup of Turkish coffee grounds. Yeah. So let's see what comes out for you. This is about your love life. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. So we have husband, and we have opportunities, home, and we have this open gate. So I feel like some kind of door has been opened here. And like I said, I feel like this person is going to make contact if they haven't already. At one point I was hearing proposal. So it's very interesting that we have the husband and the marriage coming out. Whoever this is coming in, they are enlightened. They are coming with a fresh perspective, I hear, and they do see the opportunity with you. In the beginning, I said this could be like an ex-husband, or this can be partner. It doesn't have to be, you know, gender doesn't apply here. Partner, husband, wife, whatever you resonate with. This is also giving me, you know, that energy of being guided home, like this person being guided back to you. Very symbolic here. Do we want to get more? Do we want to chance it and get more? Oh my gosh, stop. I was thinking that looked like that. And we have this Hierophant energy, which is, you know, spiritual enlightenment, spiritual growth. And when I think of spiritual growth, I think of doors opening. And I was like, isn't that interesting how it looks? And I was like, but, you know, we have this person in sadness. And I flipped over, like, look at this. I flipped over the deck and we have sadness female. And we have this person, like, very Five of Cups energy. Oh my gosh. That's magical. Anyway, every time I take out one of these books, Spirit's like, use the table of contents. And guess what this one doesn't have? I went to use it. It doesn't have it. It doesn't have a table of contents. I tried. All right. So now I got to flip through all of these. Oh, you know what? They're in, oh gosh. They're in alphabetical order. Oh my goodness. So we have groom. This talks about getting married to this person. I don't know if you're going to a wedding and you'll see a groom. To me, you know, this is about you. And we do have husband and marriage. And we do have, like, how symbolic is that? That we have this woman in sadness. And this person being guided back. And this is very, like, hermit energy with that lantern. Let's see what this old woman says. Can represent sadness in the home. So perhaps, you know, you shared a home with this person. It can also represent a female relative that is passed on, that is, you know, watching over you. Very interesting. It's very interesting how I can't find another word but interesting. Opportunities, home. New home, action, and activities. The gate is welcoming and unlocks new opportunities. New phase or era coming in. Beautiful. I kind of want to get two more. Oh my gosh, look. We have scarab. I think that's how you pronounce it. Aladdin may be relevant. Very interesting. Nourishment and transformation. So I kept getting that this person was trying to level up. This blue reminds me of the throat chakra, so communication. So I believe that when this person comes in, they're going to be looking very different, or they're going to be leveled up here. And you'll be able to see that they've had some kind of transformation. One more. Distance, journey, ocean. And to me, this is Spirit saying, you know, this is, where did that 10 of Pentacles go? This is a journey here. You know, we saw that, I'm never going to be able to find it, that 10 of Pentacles where that whale was diving deep. You could be at a distance from this person. Travel could be a thing here coming up. This person could travel to see you. But I also get that it's been a journey. Like I said, for a tree to grow that big, it takes a long time. Like this, and these soul connections can feel like such a long journey when you're in them. All right, so pile one, that was your reading. I'm going to leave it there. I've decided to use these instead of charms today, so we're going to leave it here. Hopefully it resonated. I don't know. Either way, I'm sending lots of love to you, pile one, and to your person too, and enjoy the rest of your day. And I hope it's beautiful, and I hope you have somebody to give you a hug. If not, I'm sending you a hug, and lots of love. Bye. Hello, pile two, and welcome to your reading. If you chose this piece of ruby fuchsite and the Way of the Panda Tarot, this is going to be your reading all about or it's an in-depth love reading. So whatever is happening in your love life right now. Oh my gosh, stop. We have 9 of Swords on the bottom. So there could be a lot of anxiety here, somebody losing sleep. This could be you or your person. The reason I said no way is because I just pre-shuffled. Whoa, okay. You guys tried to fall on me and hit me in the face. That was interesting. I don't know, guys. Could that be a Tower moment? That just fell and hit me on the head. That's interesting. Something suddenly happening, maybe suddenly, I don't know, maybe you get a message in the middle of the night. I don't know what that was. That was weird. My phone just fell on me and hit me in the head. Anyway, what I was saying is I was getting your oracle cards. Maybe Spirit doesn't want me to tell you. I was just getting your oracle cards, and you have the 9 of Swords in your oracle cards. So it's very interesting that this is here. But anyway, so maybe you are feeling anxious. Oh my goodness, we have the 4 of Wands here. So you could be feeling anxious about your stability with this person, or perhaps this is a twin flame connection and you're overthinking separation or something. I'm not sure. We'll get into it. So we're gonna shuffle first, and then I'll get those oracle cards. We have Queen of Cups. It's interesting. All of a sudden my head hurts. It's like I feel like I have a headache. So perhaps you are overthinking this. Perhaps you're getting downloads about this person through your third eye. I'm not sure. Oh my gosh, guys, I've seen the King of Cups and the Queen of Cups. Like, very symbolic of a soul connection there with the matching counterparts. One more. 9 of Cups. 9 of Cups and 9 of Swords. So again, I feel anxiety over a possible connection that makes you very happy or brings you wish fulfillment. Oh my gosh. That's magic. Before I begin, guys, for anybody who resonates with twin flames, I want to warn you that this morning when I was on Netflix, I was looking at what's coming in Netflix, and I did see a show about, it's a documentary about exposing twin flames, and it's, from what I read in the description, I didn't watch a trailer because anyway, I probably will watch it, but from what I can see, it's about 2 people who maybe had like a cult about twin flames or tried to advise people on twin flames. And it's 2 of their followers coming out and speaking out about the experience. It might be releasing or denying twin flames, something like that. But I know that it's gonna hurt the twin flame community because it's like, it's meant to trigger the ego. It's meant to trigger fear. And I just wanted to mention it, that, you know, just because 2 people did something that caused a documentary to be made exposing twin flames doesn't mean that they were practicing things the right way or spreading the right message. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Anyway, we have the tower on the bottom. So it's interesting that my phone hit me in the face and I said, maybe a tower moment. So for your cards, we have a couple of oracle cards, and then I wanted to use the transparent tarot for some reason. So I follow that urge. So your first card is flexible, 19. 19 equals 10. So perhaps I'm hearing a Wheel of Fortune moment, or it could be that you need to compromise here with this person, but we'll see what's happening here. The other oracle card we have, oh yes, this came out in reverse. I wanted to take it in reverse. We have 7th chakra archangel, Archangel Uriel, I think. very interesting because I believe this is about the third eye, and I was talking about my third eye hurting. I never made that connection when my third eye was hurting. For your cards, we have the Four of Pentacles, which I want to put over here, I think. We have the Emperor. And we have, it's so weird flipping over transparent cards because I feel like I'm looking at it and I know what it is, and then I flip it over and it's the same thing. We have the Nine of Swords. Anyway, odd things make me funny. Make me funny. Make me laugh. Oh my gosh. Sit me in front of a comedian thing. I probably won't. Like, I'm probably so straight-faced and won't crack a smile, but I find ridiculous things hilarious. Anyway, so we have 4 here. So right away, I'm going to start out with a story. My best friend bought me this book over a year ago, and I've never even opened it. I looked at it, and angel numbers, cool. And then I just Google whatever I see, right? I had no idea that this like lists all the numbers from 1 to 1,000, I believe. So anyway, before I did readings this morning, I was staring off into space, and when my vision came into focus, it focused on this book, and I was like, oh yeah, I've never opened that book. So I opened it. Anyway, it's been interesting to read what's on it, or read some of them. So I'm going to read this 449 for you and see what that means. Only take it if it resonates. The flies are still here, unfortunately. They don't want to leave me. Somebody said it represents people watching me, which would be accurate because you're watching me right now. And for any of you who are like evil, get out of here. Get away from me. 449, be aware, angels are speaking to you. 449, angels are speaking to you. And we have this third eye in reverse. So perhaps you're getting downloads, intuitive downloads that perhaps you are not hearing. Where is it? Angels are speaking to you. You are being asked to open up your awareness to divine messages. They come in curiosity, in bursts of energy and moments of joy. Instead of shutting down your curiosity today, follow it, see where it leads you, and take note. So this is telling you whatever thoughts you have, you're having for a reason. Your angels are trying to speak to you. If you have the compulsion to go to a store and look at, I'm using myself as an example, there will be mornings where I wake up and I have no plans of leaving my house, and all of a sudden I'm like, maybe I should go to the crystal store. And every time that happens, something happens to me, or I find something at the store that I was meant to find. So any urges you're getting, listen to them. It's interesting because I'm not sure whose energy is who in this reading, whether you're the Four of Pentacles or the Nine of Swords. But this does talk about, the Four of Pentacles does talk about holding back. So perhaps, you know, you're holding back, believing this is a connection, you know, that's worth giving another chance, or even giving your time to. For others, if you're this person, you know, I feel like this person is holding their energy back, and it's making you anxious. It's making you kick stuff. I just kicked something. So maybe you kick something. But it's causing anxiety here. It's causing sleepless nights. And if you two are mirroring, then you're experiencing both. So yeah, getting into it. What I'm seeing here. Oh, I wanted to look up that other number. I do feel we have the Emperor energy here, so you could be dealing with divine masculine. It just got really cloudy, very interesting. But I feel like maybe there was like a power struggle between the two of you. Perhaps, you know, you wanted to move forward one way, they didn't. Perhaps you thought you could make it work and they thought they could make it work. Perhaps you had different ideas on how to make it work. Perhaps, you know, perhaps you're just two headstrong people who there was a power struggle between you. And, you know, with this flexible card, perhaps somebody wasn't willing to bend. Oh my gosh, I don't know if anybody likes Ever After, but for my entire life since that movie came out anyway, because I was, you know, it came out while I was alive, is my point. Ever After, oh my gosh, I just love that movie. And, you know, the prince, the immature prince in that, he yells at her, I will not yield. Like, I will not. And that's how I kind of imagine these divine masculines sometimes. And sometimes us too. Like, I will not change my opinion on that. I will not give that up. I will not yield. I will not give up control. It's possible that you two are both signs that are very, you know, stubborn. Hello, my fellow Tauruses. So yeah, we have the Tower on the bottom. So right away we see, I feel like a Tower moment happened, or there's about to be a Tower moment. And like I said, perhaps you guys were fighting for control. Perhaps, you know, there was clashes here. Perhaps there were arguments. Again, for these energies, what I'm seeing is we do see someone holding back here with the Four of Pentacles. We see someone keeping their cards close to them, keeping their emotions in, holding back. To me, it's very interesting how we do have this person facing this way and this person facing this way. So I do feel, you know, there was a moment here where there was an explosion or something, and you guys couldn't compromise. You guys couldn't meet each other, and something happened, and we see both of you with your back turned. This one's more anxious. This one's more scared. I believe this person is worrying that they'll never hear from this person again because this person is holding their energy back. But I want to remind this person that this person also can't let go of their energy, because this is also an energy of not being able to let you go. Perhaps someone is fighting an awakening here with the 41. Perhaps someone, with this card in reverse. Perhaps somebody is getting messages from spirit like we saw, and they're not paying attention to them. And that could be you or your person. I wanted to look up 44. Now that I have this book right in front of me, we are going to be learning nonstop, class. In today's class, somebody said they want me to like go over my oracle and tarot cards. I would totally do that because that is my special interest. The only reason I don't list or name them all the time is because I do have, you know, I'm neurodivergent and I do struggle with communication and organizing thoughts. So sometimes they just don't come to my mind. But yes, I would love that. If you all want to sit around and look at cards, I am so into that, because then that would also, gosh, I'm talking a lot. Are you usually in pile 3? Do you usually pick pile 3, pile 2? What was I going to say? I also feel like so often, it happened to me the other day. I went into a store looking at tarot cards. The tarot cards are sealed. You can't see them. You don't know. Like in my crystal store, they have, because they do readings in the crystal store, they have open boxes so that you can look at them and touch them and feel the energy. But I don't know about you, but it is so disappointing to spend that much money on a tarot card deck and come home and see that it's nothing like you imagined and it doesn't speak to you, and it's, you know, kind of lackluster. So I would be more than happy to show you guys my tarot cards and the illustrations and, you know, whatever. Anyway, 44, divine intervention. So we do have some type of divine intervention here. I'm so glad I brought out this book. Oh my goodness. And you know, I will say, if you pile 1, I had the sun card here, and the sun, as soon as I started talking about the sun card, the sun started shining And the minute that phone hit me in the head, the weather changed. There's no more sun. As you can see, it's very gloomy here all of a sudden. Anyway, divine intervention. Ask for protection. The angelic realm is around you presently. The angels want you to ask them for help and support with stronger intentions. Lie in meditation today and repeat this mantra. I am ready for divine intervention in my life. So perhaps some of you are waiting to hear from this person. Perhaps some of you are, you know, in a power struggle with this person waiting for divine intervention. When you're in a power struggle, you know, divine intervention can look like a separation. It can look like an argument, a tower moment that leads to no contact and time to reflect and awaken. So let's get into these though. So right away we have the Tower on the bottom. We have the Knight of Wands. So perhaps somebody ran here. The Knight of Wands comes out a lot for us, and it is that energy of someone who runs from spiritual connection. And we do have this, you know, the 7th chakra card here in reverse. So that kind of shows us someone here was resistant to awakening to this connection. And, you know, anyway, we'll get into it. So, Spirit, we're going to go in depth. It's going to be long. We're going to have a stack of cards here by the end, like pile 1. Can we see the past energy? 2 of Swords. So we have 6 of Cups, 2 of Swords. So we do have this stagnant energy in the past here. We see this is a soul connection with the 6 of Cups. Perhaps this is someone that you've had, you know, multiple reconnections with. In the past, the energy became stagnant. And that's where I was talking about a tower moment. Tower moments come when the energy becomes stagnant. So perhaps there was no forward movement. And when you brought it up, there was an argument. Or perhaps there's so many factors that come in as tower moments to move the energy around. And that's how the universe helps us out. That's the point of those tower moments. That's why, as scary as they can be, they also move the energy. It's kind of what we want. I just saw the 7 of Cups. So perhaps someone was, you know, not choosing you over someone or something else. This 2 of Swords is also a stalemate. So like I said, with the Emperor energy, where you guys butt heads, there's a power struggle. Perhaps you guys hit a point where this connection didn't go forward. It didn't move backwards. You were not seeing eye to eye. And, you know, it could be that someone chose something or someone else here. Definitely a soul connection. It's so dark. I hope this is light enough for you guys once it's edited. So Spirit, let's see the current energy between these two. Your messages, I'm telling you guys, your messages are very clear compared to, no hate to pile 1, but there was something, I don't know if their person was, it was a lot. There was a lot of messages, lots of, anyway. Judgment. So current energy, we do have an awakening happening, and that's, it could be a long time coming here with this card in reverse. We have the 6 of Cups again. So this person is definitely current energy thinking about you. You're probably thinking about them. If, you know, with the 6 of Cups, it is a very nostalgic energy, and it's a feeling of thinking about an ex, thinking about memories, thinking about the past, thinking about the happy times. And when you're connected to someone, especially in a soul connection, and you can't let go of their energy, what happens when they start thinking about you like that? Sorry, I'm fiddling with my headphones. Hang on. I had to tell them to quiet down again, my kids. In pile 1, my dogs were squeaking a squeak toy repetitively. Now in pile 2, my children are laughing and I feel horrible. 6 of Cups. I feel trauma when I tell my kids to be a little quieter because, you know, as a kid, I was screamed at anyway. 6 of Cups shows us there is reflection here. There's healing happening here. But like I said, that nostalgic energy, I feel like this person's pulling on your energy, and that could be why you're feeling so anxious. Like I said, you could be that energy, and you could be the one holding back, but still thinking about this person, and it's playing on their mind. But definitely there's some strong telepathic pull happening here, especially with that Judgment card. I also feel like if this person, if someone here with the Judgment card, if someone made the wrong judgment call in the past in this connection and acted from a place of ego and denied the connection, I feel like they are, you know, we saw that Tower card. They could be having Tower moments in their life, and that it's trying, Spirit is trying to get them to awaken. Because anytime we're faced with this moment, this judgment, it is a moment that will affect us long term. It affects us going forward. Therefore, if we make the wrong judgment call, we experience Tower moments to try and put us back on the right path. And so I'm seeing that, you know, it's possible whoever made this judgment call could be experiencing Tower moments in their life, could be experiencing financial hardship right now. Perhaps they're really holding on to their pentacles because, you know, they're suffering financially. But yeah, Judgment and Six of Cups for current energy. So definitely reflection, thinking about each other, wanting to reconnect, I'm hearing. For some of you, this person could have already come in with Judgment and Six of Cups, but I'm not so sure about that, just where these two people are not facing each other. And even if they were facing each other, this person's still, you know, very much in their head. Anyway, let's go near future energy. We have the Eight of Pentacles and the Tower. So in the near future, we do have a Tower moment coming up. And this could be, for some of you, there could be a Tower moment that happens that you're involved in that's meant to awaken this person. Or perhaps you're the one that needs to be awakened. But we do have a Tower moment coming in. And the Eight of Pentacles, it does represent, for some of you, I'm hearing this Tower moment happens between the two of you, and it causes more distance, but it does cause this person to look at this more closely, to look at this situation more closely, to look at the long-term benefit of this connection. For others of you, for what's coming next, you're going to see growth after a period of stagnancy. You're going to see, you know, this work that you've put into this connection, you're going to see rewards here. This is also about choosing a spiritual connection, or choosing a connection that you know is hard work, but you know is worth it. And that's what we have coming in the near future. So for some of you, it could be that a Tower moment happens between you if you are talking. A Tower moment happens between you. Like if this energy is still stagnant, even if you're together, a Tower moment happens to wake up this energy. For others of you, I feel like this is going to come in as a Tower moment if you're in no contact. Perhaps, you know, this person comes out of the blue. The Tower is about rebuilding a foundation, and it's interesting because I get this energy of you guys wanting to build a foundation in the past, but it was like you were at odds with each other. There was a power struggle there. But I don't believe, with this Eight of Pentacles, I believe you're going to see this person wanting to build a foundation in a more compromising way. They're going to be more flexible about it. We do have the Knight of Wands coming in here. So I do believe that for some of you, you were dealing with that Knight of Wands, and there was a Tower moment where you either put an end to this connection or they ran from it, that caused this awakening to happen. Six of Cups. So that's near future energy. We see your investment being rewarded. So perhaps you hear from this person. I actually want to get one more for near future. Near future. Interesting. We have the Eight of Swords coming out in reverse, and we have the Six of Cups again. So the Eight of Swords in reverse. We have, oh my gosh. We have 8-8. So let's look that up first. State your intention. Infinite abundance is available to you, and your angels are signaling for you to remember this. They want you to elevate your vibration as well as your expectations for what you can receive. Write down an intention you have for the future. State it out loud under the stars or during the next new moon. So Spirit's saying, and this is kind of actually interesting that this is here, because this does talk about you seeing the abundance of all the hard work you've put in. Now the Eight of Swords in reverse. I believe that's one of the cards we like to see in reverse. Clearer perspective of relationship. And what did I say about this? Them reflecting, like taking a closer look here. This is saying they have a new perspective. You have a new perspective about this relationship. And it does talk about someone taking an active role in this connection. So perhaps in the past, you were the one to take the active role. You were the one to reach out. You were the one to chase. And I feel this person in the near future energy is going to be the one to take a more active role here. With the Emperor energy, for some of you, maybe you were the one that was in control. Perhaps this person did hold back a lot, and perhaps that's why a foundation couldn't be built. And this is that person coming out of that energy wanting to take a more active role in this. This could also be someone that, you know, didn't give you enough when you were together. And this is this person wanting to change that, to give back to this, to show you that the investment that you put in was worth it. Okay, so let's go their thoughts and feelings about you. What are their thoughts and feelings about you? We have 10 of Pentacles and 6 of Swords. Beautiful. So we do see 3 of Swords on the bottom. So there's definitely pain here in the past between you. This person sees you. I'm hearing two things. They either, and take it as it resonates, because for some of you, I believe that one will resonate, which is they're looking at you right now as someone who's possibly moved on from them and who has this 10 of Pentacles. So only take that if it resonates. This could have happened a long time ago and you've moved on and focused on yourself. They could also be feeling like you are focusing on yourself right now and working on your own stability. You could have kids, you could be a parent, and you could be putting your focus into that right now. But really the energy here that we're asking about is how they feel about this connection. So I do feel like they do see you as a missed opportunity, but they also see you as someone they want union with, that they want harmony with and balance, and that they see the potential of 10 of Pentacles with. Like I said, somebody's taken a closer look here and knows they need to take a more active role. And especially if you're to have this 10 of Pentacles, this can also symbolize families coming together. So it's possible that you have children or they have children, and you know, they want to get to a place where you guys can be this family. But yeah, 3 of Swords on the bottom. So I feel like, you know, they're hurting right now, or they did hurt you in some way. We have the King of Pentacles. Let's see how you're feeling, your current thoughts and feelings. Your current thoughts and feelings. We have Temperance. So it's interesting right now, you know, you're trying to be patient. I feel this is an energy of patience and trusting, knowing that, you know, a connection like this can't be rushed. perhaps you're, I feel like maybe you're waiting, not in a unhealthy way, but perhaps, you intuitively feel like this person is coming back around. So perhaps you wait. Perhaps you check your phone and you think this person's gonna randomly show up. I also think that you see this as a connection that was unbalanced at some point with the Temperance card. At some point, these energies became imbalanced and someone wasn't giving enough. Or perhaps like somebody was holding back or somebody was giving too much and it became imbalanced. With the Temperance card, you could have like a lot of love and patience for this person, even though they possibly broke your heart, even though they possibly walked away from you or chose someone else. I wanted to get one more. That's interesting because I said, that was very interesting how that happened. I said, I want to get one more, and I barely touched the deck and this flew out. And I was saying, I feel like you possibly have like unconditional love for this person, even though they hurt you, even though they walked away. And we have the Seven of Swords here. So this is showing us, I do feel like this person at some point manipulated you, ghosted you, walked away from you, was, kept something from you. There's that type of energy here, hurtful words. And I still feel like you have this patience with them. You have this love for them that you can't really let go of. We do have the Page of Cups. So for some of you, you're looking at this connection like this person will probably never apologize. But I do believe this, first of all, you're looking at this like either this, I feel like for some of you, you're looking at this person like they owe you an apology for some reason. For others of you, I feel like you look at this connection and think, no way would that person ever change. No way would they ever change their ways. So perhaps, perhaps you think a lot about the way they did hold back, whatever that energy is there. Let's go. What's currently blocking this connection? We have the Four of Cups, very interesting. We also have the Three of Pentacles on the bottom. So that is an energy of not being able to work as a team for what was blocking this. Three of Pentacles, not being able to see eye to eye. It's this power struggle. It is getting really dark here. The sun, I can see it. Three of Pentacles, conflicts in practical life, not being a good teammate in love. Yeah. So there was a lack of teamwork here. There was, we saw this person wanting to take a more active role in this connection. So perhaps in the past, they really did hold their energy back. And the Chariot is underneath, symbolizing lack of forward movement. So perhaps this connection wasn't going anywhere. And then right underneath that, the Tower is peeking out. So like I said, this connection maybe stopped going anywhere and a Tower moment had to happen. So Four of Cups, we do have, what's blocking this connection? This is hilarious. This is this person. I think it's this person. It could be you. But it talks about needing to be more active in love life. So like I said, what's blocking this connection is someone's ability to participate, someone's ability to give to this connection, to give love. There's an imbalance, and we saw that with, I can't remember what thing I looked up. Anyway. When people collide like that Emperor energy, it becomes imbalanced and there needs to be a separation. So definitely that is what's blocking this. This can also be them not appreciating the love that you had to give them blocked this connection. So you could have been give. And they could have just been like, here's a crumb. And eventually it got to be unbalanced and not fair to you. All right, so that's what's blocking it. Can we get advice for this connection? 9 of Cups and 6 of Wands. So Spirit's advice is to follow your heart here. I do believe this person, you know, sees, first of all, advice. I want to say go after your wish fulfillment, because whatever your wish fulfillment is, even if it's this person, you probably have another one, and it does raise your vibration. 6 of Wands, if you have a wish fulfillment to like be in the spotlight or to be a public speaker or a writer, something like that, to be in the public eye, you know, look into that. This is also telling me that for advice, that I believe this is, you know, a very important connection to you, and this is your wish fulfillment. The 9 of Cups talks about someone you have feeling, it can be a love that you have for someone that even though they treat you badly, you still love them. And I'm not talking in a toxic, unhealthy way. I'm talking in like you don't put up with it, you stand in your power, you grow, you move on, and still you have this love for them because you know it came from an unhealed place and you don't hold that against them. It's a very beautiful, beautiful energy. My book may fall on the ground, just so you know. It does also talk about keeping a positive mindset. So Spirit's saying, you know, our thoughts become reality. So keep, you know, positive thinking. Interesting. I never even noticed that. It came right under the 9 of Swords. And I was feeling that possibly you're worried about this connection. You're worried it will never come back around, and it's going to. Spirit saying positive thinking here. Very interesting. Positive thinking leading to romance. I'm a weirdo. I embrace it. Do you guys see how I struggle in the intro when I'm trying to do something scripted? Like, I just can't do it. I have to be myself. I just have to be my authentic self. I was trying to do a script, and it just doesn't work for me. This also talks about fulfilling a relationship goal. So Spirit's saying you do have the potential to still succeed with this person. There's still success here. It also says you have the strengths and talents within you to have a positive outcome here. So trust in this. I'm worried you're feeling unloved, and I'm sending you love. I'm sending you lots of love. I love you. Let's see. That was advice. Can we see potential outcome for this connection? What is the potential outcome? Interesting. Oh my goodness, that's so cool. Oh my gosh, stop. Look at that. Those came out upright. I was saying, oh my gosh, at the 2 aces, because that is so symbolic of a new beginning. And this is showing us, first of all, we have a spiritual awakening here with the Ace of Wands. And this is about taking action towards something. So this person will take action towards you, or you will both take action towards this new beginning. And I feel like you're both, instead of coming from a place where you're butting heads, you're coming from a place of clarity where you're meeting each other halfway. Very beautiful. This talks about, you know, new chapters, new beginnings. And the Ace of Wands is, you know, it is a very passionate energy with the fire. Excitement and passion and love, flirtation, romance, attraction. Ace of Wands represents going for it. Act now. It calls for you to follow your instincts during this time when you are motivated and inspired about someone or something. So very interesting. So I do feel like this person is going to hit a point where they have enough clarity where they take action towards you. And Ace of Swords, we have facing problems honestly, communication, a breakthrough moment. The sword symbolizes truth and intellect and gives the ability to cut through deception. So it's interesting because we had this card of deception come up, and Spirit's saying, you know, potential outcome, that deception, this person brings you clarity to cut through that deception. Very interesting. All right, so that's your potential outcome. Let's go, instead of charms and letters today, I was getting these cards, and they are based off of, I don't know the right wording, a form of divinity, I guess, of reading Turkish coffee grinds. And I was telling pile one, that's what is interesting is I'm almost certain I had family members that could read tea leaves and coffee grinds. I even remember, I have memories of my mom at one point with playing cards, saying that she was looking at them as tarot cards or trying to. Anyway, so let's see what we need to hear about this connection. And keep in mind, these are like only take what resonates. These are kind of random cards. I used to hear readers say that about coffee cards and tea leaf cards, that they can be very random. So only take what resonates. Pile one was scarily accurate. I'm telling you, as your reading goes on, this dark cloud is now moving and the sun is coming back out. Very interesting. I'm wondering if it'll come back out during your reading. So what does pile 2 need to hear about this connection? Okay, so we do have luck and money here, and we have coins. So this is, you know, very symbolic. I feel someone is experiencing financial hardship, and it could be that perhaps you are experiencing moments of luck, depending on what side of the story you're on. Depending on what side of the judgment you're on, whoever's on the good side usually has abundance and experiences like glow-ups, and whoever's on the wrong side of the judgment experiences, you know, loss of finance, tower moments in their life. This is also symbolic of, you know, 10 of Pentacles energy, having this 10 of Pentacles with this person, seeing abundance coming in the future. We have magic, curse, witch. So I don't normally, you know, talk about this, but perhaps, you know, this, I don't want to say this person has someone cursing them, but it could be that there's someone that's jealous of them, that's, you know, putting bad energy onto them. Yeah, this can come as a warning that someone, you know, could be using, I don't want to say dark magic, but it does talk about possibly outside opinions or something being a factor here. So perhaps there's people who don't agree with this connection or are jealous of this bond you have or something. This is also symbolic. Magic is, I just looked it up, it is symbolic of, you know, the magician and manifesting, and it's saying you have the power to, you know, have the outcome you want here. Our thoughts do become reality. Our intentions do manifest into reality. So, you know, some of you could be High Priestess energy. And look at that sun. That cloud has moved on. Very symbolic. Oh my gosh, we have success and pride. That's that 6 of Wands energy. So, you know, stand in your power. Be proud of who you are. I believe, you know, You will have success here. This reminds me also of, oh my gosh, that's crazy. This also reminds me of the Strength card and that bond the two of you share, and to not be too much in your pride if this person comes back in wanting forgiveness. What's really interesting is we have this envy here. And I was talking about how I feel like people are envious of this connection, or envious of the power this person holds over you, or, you could have somebody that has feelings for you that is jealous that this person, seems to always get you, or you always seem drawn back to this person. I can't remember what pile it was in, but I held this up and I said, get away, all you evil people. So I can't remember when that happened in this reading, but it happened. Very interesting. And we have Peacock, pregnancy, wealth. So like I said, when somebody makes the wrong judgment call, especially in a counterpart connection, one person ends up on the good side, which is they go 9 of Pentacles, they start working on themselves, they heal, they glow, they work on their, finances, and they appear really abundant, like things are going really well. And the other person experiences the complete opposite. This can also be symbolic if, if you were wanting to have a family with this person. This is very symbolic of that being a possibility here. Oh my gosh, I had to yawn. I'm sorry. It's not that you bore me. Don't worry. This card is a very auspicious sign for abundance, sitting in your own Garden of Eden, or being pregnant. Alternatively, in a spread, it may show someone is showing themselves off to you, and by being a peacock and trying to get your attention. And I do feel like this person, they're gonna come back. They may be looking a little different. They may be looking changed when they come back in after this moment of reflection. There's that dark cloud again. What the heck happened there? I don't know. Before we go, I did want to touch on these cards right here. I have no idea how long this reading has been. I get mixed reviews on the length, like I love a long reading, but some people don't. So this card right here, Spirit Connections, Intuition, and Inspiration. And in the reverse, it says, this card reversed indicates a block to intuition and the potential help and power from the spirit world. Very interesting. So you could be getting signs that, you're not seeing right now. Perhaps your fear is opening up to this side of your life, or perhaps it's just something that seems foreign or unrealistic. Either way, it's time to awaken to the beauty and power of this realm. See your crown chakra spinning in a beautiful violet or white light and call upon Uriel's passion and power to help bring this connection into being. Once you're open to the incredible peace and power that spirit can bring, your life will never be the same. So someone here, this talks about a divine connection as well. So someone here has been fighting off these messages here from spirit. They've been holding back from opening to it. And that could be you, or it could be your person. And let's read you Flexible. This is one of my favorite decks, by the way, this one. I use it a lot. I went on a little spree where I stopped using it so much because I felt like I was using it all the time. And I started showing love to another deck. But I still love this one. Being open-minded, being adaptable without compromising what's important. So I feel like this person, first of all, I feel like at some point you couldn't compromise what was important, and therefore there was a separation or an ending or something. Maybe this person couldn't compromise. But moving forward, this talks about compromising. In every relationship, it's important to be open to new experiences and learning new things. Letting go of rigidity is what's required right now. You don't always have to be right all the time, do you? It's okay to come to a happy compromise. You can still get your needs met. It's a beautiful day when you meet halfway. And that's what we said here, that you were meeting halfway. That's interesting that that is the term that I used, and we have it appearing in this card. The appearance of this card in a reading could also signal that you have met someone who will not be your type, but who will turn out to be so special that you can easily release your old ideas about what partner is right for you and be flexible. You'll be happy you made that choice. Interesting. So this could be someone who, you know, wasn't your usual type. And perhaps that's why you're in your head, because you're like, why can't I let go of this person? I don't even really like them. I mean, not, but the only reason I laugh, guys, is because I've been there, okay? So really, I'm just laughing at myself. Anyway, I hope this was bright enough for you. I can't believe how gloomy it is. And I am sending you so much love and light. I am going to end it here. I hope it resonated. Maybe get yourself some evil eye to protect against those evil people. But yeah, I am sending you and your person so much love and light. Bye. Hello, pile 3, and welcome to your reading. If you chose the unfolding path and this Labradorite heart, my favorite, this is going to be your reading all about, and it's an in-depth love reading. I'm curious what your pile will hold. Pile 1, pile 2, very interesting, very different. So yeah, I am very interested to see what happens in your pile. As you can see, it's pretty gloomy. I started this reading, it was very sunny. I can see sun in the distance, but I just can't grasp it. Maybe that's symbolic for you. Pile 1, the sun shone. Pile 2, it clouded over and got really gross, and then it shone for like a few minutes, and now it's back to gloomy. So yeah, we're gonna try to get through your reading with the gloomy weather. So we have the 7 of Wands. Interesting. Perhaps this is a connection that you've been defending for a long time. Perhaps you're dealing with someone who's defensive. Perhaps you're blocked. I don't know. We'll have to see. So let's get into it. An in-depth love reading is what you people wanted first. So that was the first one I started with. I will be doing, I'll be talking about the other ones. For some of you, I'm hearing maybe that you got blocked by your person or this person rejected you. Let's have a look. But yes, I will be doing all kinds of pick a card readings, and the closer I get to Christmas, the more I can be here. I am about to be very busy with photography for Christmas, so it'll be interesting to see what happens. Whoops, sorry cards. So I do see the Knight of Cups on the bottom. So perhaps, you know, a connection that needed time to mature. Perhaps you're dealing with someone younger. Very interesting. Recently I heard an interpretation of the Knight of Cups, which can be you're dealing with someone who doesn't fit the normal stereotypical gender roles. So perhaps if it's a masculine, they come off more feminine. And if it's a feminine, they come off more masculine. And I can relate to that because I've always been more masculine. Anyway, we have the 2 of Pentacles on the bottom. So maybe right now this connection is up in the air, or perhaps someone's trying to prioritize it. We'll have to see when we get into the energy. Before we get into the tarot, I do want to get these cards for you. Whoops, I forgot. They're transparent. It feels so weird to flip a transparent card because you can see it and then you're like, here it is again. It's like a rerun. Anyway, for your first card, we have Judgment. And look at that beautiful phoenix we see. Beautiful. We have, oh my gosh, we have the 4 of Wands. And we have the Empress. Oh my goodness. So right away, I feel like we're dealing with a very, it could be a spiritual connection, twin flame connection with the 1111 card, the 4 of Wands. It could be it could be, we could be dealing with someone that you're married to or you share a home with. We'll have to see when we get into it. So we have 2 yin. That's very interesting that we have the Empress and yin coming out together, because yin is divine feminine, as is the Empress. So right now I am called to think that you are in Empress energy, or you are in the energy of, you know, you're just being patient and waiting for this connection to evolve, to grow. Perhaps it recently went through something very important. Perhaps there was some kind of awakening here between you or your person, or together, an awakening to this connection. And, you know, perhaps you're no longer chasing it. You're just accepting it for what it is. I'm not sure right now what it is, but whatever it is, you're accepting of it and you're sitting in your power. We have attachment in reverse. So perhaps this is someone that you were very attached to. And, you know, perhaps you just recently decided to release them or to let them go. We do have this Phoenix. So perhaps, you know, you've elevated and released this person, or perhaps you did release this person in the past, causing them to have this awakening to rise like a phoenix out of the ashes. But yeah, let's have a look at what's happening here. So before we get too much into these cards, I do want to get tarot. So we have fire energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Whoops, I'm just adjusting. We also have Empress energy, so Taurus and Libra. So we're going to look at past energy first to see what's happening here. So past energy. What is the past energy between these two? So we have the Moon and the 9 of Swords. So I feel like there was a lot of anxiety around this connection. I feel like there was a lot of stress, sleepless nights. Perhaps there was a lot of fighting. With the Moon, that's more divine feminine energy. Holy cow. And you're in pile 3, and 3 is Empress energy. So, and it wanted to come out with the High Priestess, but it didn't. So anyway, this shows me that in the past, I feel like there were secrets kept from you from this person that possibly caused you to overthink, caused you anxiety, caused you sleepless nights. This person even could have denied this connection. With the Moon energy, I am feeling I'm almost feeling an anxiety from you of not knowing what was going on or how it would all work out. Perhaps you wanted that validation. You wanted, I don't want to say control, but you wanted to know how everything was going to turn out. And perhaps at one point, even though you didn't know how to approach it, you just kept trying to make it work, and perhaps it just made it worse. I do see, you know, in the past you were feeling there is a lot of anxiety here. So worrying about this person, worrying about where this connection was going. If you're ever going to hear from them again, I'm not really sure until we get really in depth here. But yeah, we have that Moon card. So look, we have Wheel of Fortune and the 9 of Swords. So this is telling us something happened here that had to happen in order to, I believe, bring things to light. I feel like intuitively you were drawn to this person, especially with all this powerful energy we have going on with the Phoenix and the Empress and the Yin. I feel like you were drawn to fix things with this person, to move forward with this person. Perhaps you and this person went around in circles a bunch, because I do see these swirls here symbolizing that perhaps there was a cycle that you kept repeating with this person. And perhaps, you know, again, you weren't comfortable with not knowing everything. I do feel like this person could have kept things from you or seemed very you know, this is coming out under the attachment card, which the person is taking off their mask, and it's in reverse. So I'm called to say in the past, this person maybe wore a mask, masking how they truly felt about you. Maybe they were cold, is what I'm hearing. Let's go current energy between the two of you. The moon is also an energy of, you know, not knowing. I already said that, not knowing where it's going. We have the Knight of Wands. So I believe you could have like somebody. This is interesting because this is an energy of someone who's afraid to commit. I'm almost feeling this is more of a past energy, but it could be current. That this person is in runner mode, and perhaps you were in chaser mode. And recently I can see that you've stopped chasing. Like I just see, it's almost like you know this is your person, and like you've released any attachments of how you think this will turn out. Very much Empress energy, you know? And 3 and 5 is about 3 and 2 equals 5, which is about change. So I feel like for a lot of you, it took a while for you to change into this energy where you weren't chasing. But yeah, we do have this Knight of Wands. So this person could have been in and out of your life, hot and cold. This is also an energy. You could be going after something that you want. You could be taking control in your own life, especially in this Empress energy. Perhaps you're going out. Perhaps if you're in no contact, perhaps you're going out and this person is seeing you as, you know, putting yourself out there, and perhaps that's bothering them. We do have the 3 of Cups here. So that's showing us, you know, if you are not together, this is an energy of going out with your friends, of keeping your vibrations high, of celebrations. Very interesting energy. So you and your person could both be, you know, hanging out with your friends a lot. For some of you, I do feel like this person currently is running from this connection, but that's not for all of you. For some of you, that's you coming up in this energy, Knight of Wands, where this is also the energy, like I said, of someone who doesn't want to commit. So maybe right now, current energy, this person is more focused on themselves while you're in this Empress energy. Let's do near future energy between these two. What is the near future energy between these two? The 3 of Swords wanted to come out but didn't. The Page of Swords wanted to come out but didn't. With the Page of Swords, I'm going to take it. With the Page of Swords, ooh. With the Page of Swords and the 3 of Swords coming out like that but not showing themselves, I'm really feeling, what I'm seeing is someone reflecting on a broken heart here. Someone reflecting on the pain they inflicted on someone else. And I'm really feeling like it's your person reflecting on the pain they inflicted upon you. Again, I have no idea if you and this person are together, because for some of you, I believe that you're already working towards something. There's already this awakening happening, this 4 of Wands moment happening. It's possible that you are in union right now. With the High Priestess energy, current energy, I was picking up somebody going after a dream, somebody focusing on something they want to be focusing on. You could be focusing on a career as a High Priestess or a career as a light worker. Like I said, it's nothing in these cards really symbolizes if you're together or not. I just know that you're in the energy that the feminine embodies when they're no longer chasing. So either this person is communicating with you and you're not chasing, or this person isn't communicating and you're still not chasing. And I believe it's exactly that energy that brings this person forward, because I do see, for those of you who aren't in contact with this person is feeling pulled towards you here in the near future. They're feeling guided to you by their intuition with this High Priestess. We have the Chariot, so we do see them coming forward here. For others of you, like I said, I see you and this person, if you're already in contact, I see you working on this connection and moving forward, making steps forward. Again, you're not chasing anymore. So the Chariot represents, you know, when you're moving forward together and you're able to make progress. We do have the Six of Wands on the bottom. So for some of you, near future energy, I do feel a lot of energy about some of you being in the spotlight, being a light worker, or being on social media for some reason. And we do have, this symbolizes success, and this symbolizes, you know, victory after using the things you've learned, using energy, using things that you're good at, things that you have within you, strength and ability to achieve what you want. So very interesting energy here. Like I said, it's really hard to know if you're together or not with this energy. I think it's gonna vary for some of you, because I feel like some of you are like in the energy where you're not speaking to this person yet, but they're about to come in because you're in this energy. And then for others of you, I feel like you're possibly already working towards union with this person after an awakening. The Phoenix is just so symbolic too of you guys rising from the ashes, rising from a place that used to be very dark and unknown. So like I said, it could be current that you guys, I mean, are together moving forward. Let's see how pile three's person is feeling about them. So the Page of Wands wanted to come out, which is a fresh perspective. And we have the Page of Cups. So your person could be younger than you. This is how they're feeling right now, though. They're feeling, you know, for some of you, I do see there was an ending here with the Tower card. And the foundation wasn't strong enough to withhold this. And now we see your person, you know, they're looking at you like they owe you an apology. This is a very, like, I just see this person almost afraid to come forward. Like, it's almost like they're shaking in their boots, I'm hearing. Afraid to come forward here and make this offer to you. They're worried about completely losing you, I'm hearing, for some of you. For others of you, this does represent, you know, this person, this is a new chapter. This person sees the possibility of a new chapter here with you and the potential to, you know, build this foundation stronger this time. This can be an energy of something you thought would never happen. So perhaps they never thought that, you know, somebody could affect them this way, that they couldn't. I do feel like this person has very strong feelings for you. And when I say no one's affected this person this way before, I feel like there's things this person needed to change about themselves. And because you're the Empress, you really illuminated that. And because you are the Empress and they're so drawn to you and your energy, you are worth, you know, their foundation completely coming to an end and rebuilding, like reinventing themselves, I'm hearing. This attachment card is also about releasing, you know, ideas that we thought, like maybe this person never thought they'd get married. Maybe they thought they'd never, you know, feel this way about anyone. I'm just hearing, you know, a lot of these preconceived notions that this person had, you kind of blew out of the water for them. Let's get one more card. I feel like they want to talk to you. Page of Cups. So how is this person feeling about you? They could be younger than you. So now we have the Knight of Cups. Here's the Sun. So they do feel like this is worth fighting for. They feel this is a connection worth fighting for. There could be outside opinions here. Outside opinions, you know, that they're saying, their higher self is saying, I don't care about those opinions. I want to fight for this. I'm ready to defend this. I'm ready to, you know, fight for pile 3. The Knight of Cups is about someone who has romantic feelings for you. It can also be, is it this pile that I talked about it? The Knight of Cups can also be, maybe they see you as someone who is, if you're masculine, maybe you do come across more feminine. Maybe you know, emotionally, or I don't really know what else, you come across more feminine. And if you're a female, this card would represent you feeling or being more masculine. Like maybe you're more protective of yourself. Maybe you're strong and can, you know, defend yourself. You don't need, you know, a man to defend you, is what I'm hearing. Doesn't matter your gender. But yeah, this is also someone, again, who has deep feelings for you here. Very interesting. Now, we do have this 7 of Swords on the bottom. So I am wondering if this person ran away from this connection at some point, or did have, you know, kept something from you with that Moon card. They could have, this is an energy of hiding something from you. And I believe that's, you know, when that Page of Cups came out, I thought, you know, this person might have done something that they know they owe you an apology for. And again, you might have already gotten this apology. You might have already gotten this apology. I'm kind of seeing a story here of someone who deceived you, someone who, you know, caused you to feel anxious and lost. And, you know, this all happened in divine timing because you were meant to go within and learn how to love yourself. You were meant to be that person for yourself. And, you know, for some of you, you could have been overgiving to this person with the Queen of Cups. You could have been like filling their cup up before yours. And, you know, right now, Spirit's showing me that you're in or about to be in this yin energy where you fill up your own cup and you don't chase, you attract. And whoever wants some of your energy and can reciprocate it, here I am. But I'm no longer giving it away for free, is what I'm hearing. So let's see how you're feeling about this person. Your thoughts and feelings about this person. So we do have a blockage here. So interesting, there is a lot of arguments here, or there could have been arguments in the past. For some of you, you do feel blocked from having this 10 of Pentacles with this person. You could feel, for some of you, I did mention that this could have been a marriage. For some of you, it could have been, or it could be. And there's a lot of conflict and fighting. This is also an energy, it's interesting because the 5 of Wands is about conflict, but this specific card, you know, some 5 of Wands, we see the people actually working together and not fighting each other. So this could be an energy, you know, where you're in Empress energy, where you want to find a way to make this work, because I do feel like you think of this person as your 10 of Pentacles. And like I said, these people are working together to make that. If they were arguing, it would look like they were arguing. They're arranging those in the shape of a star. And I'm also hearing like healing, right? Working together to heal. And I feel like you are in this very nurturing energy where you would be open to working together to heal this with this person. We have Knight of Swords on the bottom. So I'm telling you, this person could have, you know, they could have been impulsive here and ran. They could have said hurtful things. Could have taken you for granted, I'm hearing. Can we see what's currently blocking this connection? Interesting. So we have the Star and the 4 of Cups. So this is, I feel like what's blocking this is you want to heal. Like I said, it's like you want to work together, 10 of Pentacles, to heal, to move forward. And perhaps this person didn't in the past. This is also an energy of not being honest. So perhaps this person, we saw it here with this energy, perhaps in the past they wore a mask and They truly masked what they wanted or how they truly felt. Perhaps they didn't want to acknowledge their shadows and they refused healing. The Four of Cups also shows us that they weren't appreciating you, and that's what I was getting, that you were giving them this beautiful love that they weren't reciprocating. It's almost like they didn't see how good they had it until you were gone, is what I'm hearing. Like, they didn't realize it until that cup was no longer there. You know, they really missed out. Lack of healing, though, could be a thing here. Lack of healing. And I'm also hearing, very interesting, because we had that Queen of Cups come out. I do believe that some of these blockages happened in order for you to fall in love with yourself, I'm hearing, because I feel like this person took you for granted, perhaps made you second guess yourself. And I feel, you know, you are in Empress mode now, so I kind of feel like it happened to get you to awaken to how wonderful you truly are, to know your own worth. Hey, why can I not find anything today? Oh my goodness. Yeah. They definitely didn't appreciate that love you were giving them there. So this says loss of hope about romance, extreme self-criticism. So that's interesting. This person could have been, you know, I did see the devil at one point. This person could have very low self-esteem, and maybe they weren't ready to accept love. Maybe they never had, you know, maybe they never had a happy home growing up where they felt nurtured and loved, and they didn't know what to do with your Empress energy except take it for granted. Like I said, for what's blocking it, it could have been, this could represent a karmic partner. Yeah, meant to awaken them. So there could have been a karmic that blocked this connection. But like I said, I was talking about how it's almost like Spirit wants you to fall in love with yourself, because the Queen of Wands energy is someone who focuses on themselves, their own creativity, their own confidence. But yeah, for some of you, could have been a third party there. We did have that 7. We had the Moon. And when I say third party, you would know. We also have this awakening card here showing me that, you know, third party, if this person manipulated you or deceived you or chose a third party over you, over this spiritual connection, over this Hierophant connection, we do have a wake-up call. And, you know, like I said, I think I said it in this pile, when we make the wrong judgment call, what happens? Spirit starts to take things away from us and makes our life full of tower moments, because we chose wrong. Spirit says you chose wrong. Advice for this connection? Advice for this connection. Advice for this connection. Two of Cups and Four of Pentacles. Very interesting. So we do have the Two of Cups. So I do believe this is Spirit's way of saying, you know, this is a soul connection. I believe this connection has, you know, you guys have a very special bond. We see this figure 8 of, or infinity of energy here. I really feel like you can't let this person go. And you can't let their energy go. And there's a reason for that. It's because you have this soul connection. Very interesting. These equal 6, which is the energy of the Lovers, which the Lovers is a connection that you can't let go of. And in this deck, the Lovers card looks like this and this card together. It's not these two people, but it's two people embracing each other, but they're like pulling on each other like that. So this is very symbolic, you know. I feel Spirit saying there's a reason you can't let go of this connection. And there is the potential here for this connection to grow, especially after this person's healed. This also is advice of not holding on to a grudge here. Look at this. We have this person holding on. to this hurt that happened in the past. So Spirit's saying, you know, you need to heal that. I believe you already have, if you're an Empress energy, because I believe that you've forgiven this person, maybe not talking wise, but for your own mental health. I believe that you've grown to a place where you have forgiven this person and you see that it happened for a reason. Because, you know, this is your advice here, to not hold on to this grudge, that everything happened in divine timing. And I believe if that was a karmic, that it was meant to teach them a lesson, and it was probably a lesson about you. And look, we do have this Queen of Cups. So Spirit's saying, continue to love yourself, nurture yourself, fill your own cup up. Queen of Cups is also, you know, being open to this person, being compassionate to this person, even though we want to be Queen of Swords and say like, well, you deceived me and I'm going to cut you off, or whatever, you know, whatever happens in that Queen of Swords moment. Sometimes I don't remember. It happens so quickly. But yeah, Queen of Cups is an energy of showing compassion to this person. And if you're yelling at the screen, they don't deserve my compassion, then, you know, there's still healing that needs to happen. Like I said, we don't need to forgive toxic people and have them in our life, but we do need to grow from it and release it. And again, that doesn't mean that you have to forgive this person and talk to them. But, you know, if you're still holding on to a grudge, Spirit's saying it's time to heal from that. It's time to embody this Empress energy. Holding on to a grudge for another person can also block somebody new coming in, just so you know. That was advice. Let's see potential outcome for these two. What is the potential outcome? So we do have the Wheel of Fortune. So whatever's happening here, it's happening in divine timing. Spirit's saying, you know, you could be moving forward with this person right now, and you could just be here for extra confirmation that this person loves you and sees a future with you, which they do. And this is saying, you know, even if you're not in contact with this person, this is saying this isn't finished. Like, you're going to hear from this person again. This Wheel of Fortune will move again. Very interesting. Six of Cups. Reconciliation. So we do have the Magician here as potential outcomes. So it's saying the potential here is limitless. There is potential for growth here. There's potential to move forward with this person. The Magician can oftentimes depict someone who's working on their elements. So, you know, I believe with enough work on ourselves and enough growth, we can move forward. The Magician is about things manifesting into reality too. So remember right now, we had that advice for not holding on to a grudge, not sitting in anxiety, because anxiety, our thoughts, they do become reality. So, you know, if in the past, if you're moving forward with this person and in the past they hurt you and you're holding on to that, it's only causing a blockage within this connection. Spirit's saying, you know, to release it. Thoughts become reality. Anything else for potential outcome? One last card. Thank you, Spirit. I'm going to take it. I saw it. I was like, was that the... Yes, it was. So it's interesting that I explained, oh, the Four of Pentacles isn't here anymore. It's interesting how I explained that Four of Pentacles. Now I gotta find it. Because I was seeing this card. And this is exactly what I was describing. Where are you, Four of Pentacles? There you are. So remember how I said these two cards, which equal 6, it's very symbolic that they look like this. Because we see the same kind of connection. But instead of like this open, like, oh, I'm just going to hold my cup while I caress your bottom. We have this pulling, like, I can't let you go. I need you. And to me, that's, you know, coming out as your potential outcome. That's very symbolic of, you know, the two of you choosing each other. I do believe if you choose each other and choose to move forward, you know, you have this beautiful lovers connection. We also have the Knight of Pentacles here. So if this is someone, you know, who you were worried about leveling up, I do think this person has been working on themselves, and I feel like their intentions are good, even if they were slow moving. They want to protect you and be stable for you. Oh my gosh. I hope that all recorded because I'm getting low battery, and yeah, anyway. All right, so I want to talk about these cards. I'll just read them to you for advice for you, and then we'll get into the last ones. I might just grab my charger. Hang on, I'll just keep you with me. Oops, I have a very long extension cord, so please stay. Maybe that's what you said. Maybe this person said that to you. Please stay. Don't go. Don't leave me. All right, so like I was saying, I'm gonna look at these cards. So that 5 came out in reverse. Dum-de-dum-dum-dum. This card reversed is a wonderful indicator. So I wish I had read this first, because for some of you, I do feel like you're in communication. But anyway, this card reversed is a wonderful indicator that an old negative pattern, relationship, or desperate attitude is being released. As you continue to let go, you will be able to establish new ways of doing things and relating to others. The universe wants to congratulate you on your healthy new approach, but be sure to support the changes you're making in your ongoing choices. Some patterns can be deeply encoded, and you may need to continue releasing old habits, all the while honoring new decisions in your thoughts, actions, and interactions with others. You've broken the chains. Now you can walk away from the limiting attachments into a bright and unlimited future. So for those of you, you know, for some of you, I do feel like you're already talking to this person moving forward. And for others of you, this is a very good sign that when this person comes back in, that they will have changed. And I believe you have changed as well. And let's read you Yin. The feminine principle of receptivity, letting someone else make the first move, gathering information and taking in cues, the art of conscious allowing. We have let others take the lead right now. Your power lies in small gestures, soft awareness, and conscious surrender. By yielding the reins, you will find yourself effortlessly moving closer to what you truly desire. Permit others to tell you who they are and who they can be to you. By allowing their actions to speak about them, you will be pleasantly surprised. All right, so instead of charms and letters, I'm sorry if you can see my charging cord, but whatever. It's right here hanging down. Can you? I don't know. Anyway, I got these. I used them the other day. They are Turkish coffee ground divination cards, reading something. Again, I don't know the proper English or terminology for such things, but it's a divination tool. There we go. Divination tool to fortune tell is reading coffee grounds or tea leaves. Anyway, only take what resonates. These cards can be kind of random, and it is a general reading. I was also telling one of the other piles, probably both of them, that I know that I have relatives that could read tea leaves. And I know that my mom, I remember there was a year where she put herself first and went on like her own journey, and I went with her. And I can remember her looking at cards, like playing cards, and telling me that she was trying to read them like tarot. So very interesting. What does pile 3 need to hear? So we have opportunities, home, we have gates. So this is very symbolic that this gate is open for you. And this can also symbolize someone coming home to you. We also have this 4 of Wands, which represents the 4 corners of a home. So very beautiful energy. Look, we have justice, scales. So perhaps, you know, you finally have justice. This is Libra energy. You finally have justice in this connection, or you're about to. This can also talk about, we have documents, so waiting for some kind of document in order to move forward. We have tree, stability and growth. And, you know, we ended with the King of Pentacles on the bottom. So we do see that there is growth here. And, you know, the 10 of Pentacles, there is stability to be had here. You could already be working towards that stability. Pile 3, what does pile 3 need to hear? We have mountain, challenges, achievements. So this could be like a long time coming. It's interesting how we have these little mountains here, and then we have this mountain here. And we see you rising above it. We see you following your intuition, very much listening to your heart. Very beautiful. We have success, pride, crown, and we see this beautiful feminine figure. It doesn't matter what gender you are. She reminds me of the Empress because she has her eyes closed and she's just, you know, she knows she deserves what she deserves, and she knows she's empowered, right? It's a very empowered feeling. There's also the reminder here of not to be too prideful with this person. Like, don't be so much in your ego that your walls are up. Oh my gosh, did you see how that came out? It jumped off my thumb. Oh, stop it. We have groom and moose. And I know that sounds like a really funny combination, but look, we have groom, someone coming with an offer, and we have acceptance. Oh my gosh, that is magical. So you could be accepting a proposal. This could be a husband. Like I kept saying, I kept feeling like it could be a marriage. This acceptance, this eccentric, I need the books, like oh my gosh, the messages on these cards are very, they're not in depth. But anyway, this did come out for one of the other piles, and it's interesting because I do see this as someone who's followed their heart back to you, who hasn't been able to let you go, and is, you know, I feel a heart connection there with acceptance and eccentric. This does talk about accepting yourself fully, being in your power, knowing who you are, loving yourself. Ooh, sometimes this card can represent shyness, accepting yourself as an individual, seeing yourself in all your flaws with grace and love, owning who you are, and working with your strength and weaknesses. Interesting. This is also saying that this could be someone who you aren't normally attracted to. Perhaps they're a little bit different than your usual type, and that's could be confusing for you. Oh my gosh, look at the sun coming out for the end of your reading. The sun will come out tomorrow. My name's not Annie, but I have red hair. Anyway, maybe that song is relevant. Bet your bottom dollar that tomorrow there'll be sun or light. I can't remember. Just thinking about tomorrow. Anyway, I love that movie, the original. Anyway, pile 3, I'm going to stop rambling now. These are all the messages I have for you. I hope that some of it resonated. I always say I never know with these readings if it's going to resonate. Eventually I'll just come here, you know, super confident that it will resonate. Someday I will be that moose. Anyway, sending you and your person so much love and light, and I will be back maybe tomorrow, definitely the next day, if not tomorrow, with another pick a card reading. Right now, Twin Flame is the second highest, so that might be the next one. But yeah, sending you lots of love and light, my pile 3, and sunshine. You made the sun come out for me. Yay! Enjoy the rest of your day. Bye.